headlines of the century. Headline: India, August 15, 1940. India's battle for independence from the British Empire had been a pressing problem since the early years of the 20th century. Mohandas K. Gandhi, spiritual leader of millions of Hindus, had waged a passive war for several decades before the negotiations were to take a favorable trend. At the conclusion of World War II, Great Britain offered an autonomous state of existence to all of India, leaving the door open to complete.
Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
State of Jammu and Kashmir, which had declared its adherence to the new dominion of India. Protesting that Pakistan was aiding tribal disorder in Kashmir, the Dominion of India sent troops into Kashmir. And in this area of the world, there appeared a threat to international peace. Pakistan denied the charges of India and questioned the legality of Kashmir's accession to India.
From the capital city of Asia in January 1949 came a warning of deep significance to a world dominated for centuries by the powerful nations of the West. Tens of thousands of people were killed because of their religion. In a frightened, desperate attempt to save their lives, millions of Indians began a journey that over the months was to become the greatest mass migration in history. Leaving thousands buried along the road, millions of Hindus and Sikhs who had been living in Pakistan moved laboriously toward the east and the safety of India, while other millions of Muslims headed in the opposite direction, hoping to reach Pakistan before marauding bands of enemies would slay them and their families. Most of them had never traveled more than a few miles from their birthplace, and almost none knew their destination or what horrors the coming days might bring. In all, some 10 million people were uprooted from their homes. Sated Mahatma Gandhi, idol of the Indian people, had embarked on a fast in an effort to end the violence. As his fast began achieving its aim, a Hindu fanatic from an extremist faction opposed to any conciliation. 1947, the great symbol of the British Empire came down for the last time to be replaced by the banner of the new Indian government. To secure independence, the Hindus had with great reluctance accepted partition. Pakistan was established for the Muslims, a minority group who refused to be ruled by Hindus. Trouble was inevitable in the Punjab, where the dividing line left a large minority on each side. Large areas of cities were destroyed and hundreds of villages.
Meetings were held between Hindu and Muslim leaders. Mahatma Gandhi, great symbol of Indian independence, spoke for Hindu India. Muhammad Ali Jinnah was the Muslim leader in the fight for the independence of Pakistan. Pandit Nehru succeeded to the leadership of Hindu India on the death of Gandhi, and under his leadership, the independence of India was proclaimed on August 15, 1947. India became an independent republic in the British Commonwealth. Millions of Indians, led by Prime Minister Nehru, celebrated the independence of this great nation. The new Dominion took over the charter membership which India, under British rule, had held in the United Nations.
August 15th, 1947, a day of rejoicing on the